go. Pugsxyd immediately picking up the first weapon, gets the guns. I want to see what Pugxyd's guns look like, because we've seen Effie's incredibly powerful guns. Can Pugsxyd match that insane speed, movement, and option selection?
Well, we'll see right now. Wilson trying to get the spear to work, but he's going to be losing his weapon. Pugsxyd going for the throw combo, picks up a bow as well off of that. STTP, Wilson finding the guitars as well, and now getting a nice dodge sidelight to get the approach option onto Pugsxyd. Pugsxyd now just looking for the neutral damage, as Wilson more than happy to play the patient game.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a slower pace here than some of the other matches. We saw Pugsxyd with a gravity cancel down sig, barely catching Wilson. It's not going to be enough. Wilson still had his recovery, and at least Pugsxyd got to tack on a little bit more damage. Could have been extremely dangerous for Wilson if it had managed to whip him under the stage instead of bouncing him off of it.
Nice down light into neutral sig combo from Wilson. Side sigs coming out from Wilson, looking for the kill onto Pugsxyd. He's looking for those sig options for the kill. Neutral sig is not quite going to do it, but the weapon throw coming out, adding a little bit more pressure onto Pugsxyd. Pugsxyd, taking advantage of the fact that Wilson decided to go for that kill, and now with the guns, he's not going to connect the down air, and that would have probably killed Wilson in that scenario. But Pugsxyd doing a great job at avoiding the subsequent signature moves from Wilson, and now throwing Wilson coast to coast with these gun side airs. And that's just 9 for you. Queen 9 never die, and it's just a part of the character. And there's a side air, and it finally is going to get that KO onto Wilson as Pugsxyd continues weapon starving. And Wilson, all he needs to do is look for a unarmed sidelight, honestly. Not too much, not too complex. But Pugsxyd is going to look like he's going to extend it just a little bit. That stock is going to get a little bit of work out of it as he puts Wilson in the yellow. And Wilson more than happy to just dance around and get some light damage off before Pugsxyd can get his guns.
Pugsxyd with some nice nairs going on. Getting in the hits, down lights coming out, trying to find Wilson. Wilson's going to retaliate with his own weapon, with his own signatures, I should say. A lot of 6 coming out from Wilson up against Pugsxyd. It's been fairly effective in general, but Pugsxyd still got a little bit of a lead against Wilson. He's being very patient against those signatures. Isn't able to punish that down sig.
Now swapping to the bow from guns. I mean, he was looking really good on guns, but he swapping to the bow. I think he's going to have a better chance at firing kill options just like that. The ground pound coming up, getting that kill off the bottom, and now Wilson on his last stock in this game 1. Pugsxyd doing a good job at holding that weapon spawn, but Wilson is going to find it's going to be the spear, and the spear now going to give him a little bit of extra range in those hard, long-range kill options in the SIGs, because he does have Pugsxyd in the red. But Pugsxyd doing a great job at extending the stock out. But how long is it going to last now?
Well, Pugsxyd's done a really good job so far at avoiding dying. His movement back onto the stage has been extremely good. He's been patient against Wilson. He's been able to land the signatures he needs. A bit of a greedy gravity cancel side sig play there, but he already got him in the red. And so, Wilson getting the throw into the nair. Gonna be looking for a way to rack up the damage on Pugsxyd, the deficit that he's at. And so far, his way is weapon-starved Pugsxyd. He hasn't allowed Pugsxyd to pick up a weapon yet. It manages to nair in time to prevent Pugsxyd from getting the next weapon. And it's been really effective so far. I can absolutely see Wilson turning this game around completely just by weapon-starving Pugsxyd, as Pugsxyd just struggles to get anything. Finally picks up the guns. He's got a weapon now, but it's even damage. Both of these players, he definitely have a great shot at taking out the other.
And we're seeing a lot slower play from both of these players as Wilson tries to just pressure Pugsxyd and force these punishes on certain movements, on certain whiffs. But the side stick coming out, it's not going to kill. Pugsxyd trying to hold that edge.
It was a very
now
good
swapping
option.
Positions. Wilson might have a little bit of an advantage right there, but Pugsxyd still able to find some options. Wilson, no weapon now, but it's not going to... Ooh. You saw him throw the stick out, but it didn't get any time to come out. That side air punishing, and Pugsxyd's going to take game number 1 against Wilson.
I mean, what a chain of events at the end there. He went for that side stick that really pushed Wilson out. And then Wilson, who threw away his weapon, tried to pick it back up, wasn't able to, and because he lacked the weapon, Pugsxyd was able to be a little bit more aggressive and get the kill he needed. Going into game 2 now, Pugsxyd has that 1-game advantage. Going to be looking to take out Wilson. Wilson, I think, has recognized a pretty good strategy in weapon-starving Pugsxyd. Right now, though, he's trying to fight Pugsxyd unarmed. It's not really working out in his favor. He's got the spear now, but I think the weapon-starving is going to be a pivotal part of this game 2.
Pugsxyd getting a lot of damage built up onto Wilson already. 30 seconds into the match. Taking advantage of those long-range down-light combos. But Wilson getting a nice turnaround in the down throw combo. Down throw into neutral light. And now Pugsxyd swapping places. It's just chipping between both of these players. Wilson looking for a kill option. The side light coming up, but it's not going to connect. And Pugsxyd looking for the follow-up.
Wilson's done a really good job so far at the chip damage. Like, he hasn't been getting the huge strings, but he's consistently been getting a lot more hits in this first stock than Pugsxyd has. And Pugsxyd's struggling just a little bit against Wilson, who really has changed it up a bit. There's a lot more weapon throws. There's a little bit more unarmed. Pugsxyd's going to need to find his footing now. And the edge guard isn't going to be it. Wilson, who has fallen before to these Pugsxyd edge guards, is looking a lot stronger in the neutral game. Almost dies there as he bongs his head with the recovery at the bottom of the stage. Fortunately for him, barely able to take it out with that dodge. And neither player has lost their first stock yet.
I think Pugsxyd actually lost the opportunity to get the gimp onto Wilson in that situation because he went for the ground pound a little too early. If he had let Wilson try to use his second jump to get back to the wall first, he might have had it there. But I think getting it off too early, Wilson still had his jump, he still had his dodge, he still had the options, and that might have cost him.
Good carrying Wilson upward. Pugsxyd's taking so much damage. Wilson is struggling to get this kill, but finally is going to with that recovery. Now even stocks, Wilson's taking just a little bit of damage.
Pugsxyd's looking at that weapon hungrily. He does find it. Wilson, though, is going to be punishing him for picking it up. The neutral light into recovery, and now the turnaround. Pugsxyd holding the edge guard, getting the ground pound, and that's going to be a huge force coming out. Wilson cannot recover from that. Now he's on his last stock. If he loses this, he is eliminated.
Looking a little bit like Daiku there.
BCX 1v1s.
Getting that nice dash jump fast fall into ground pound. Maybe we can see a little bit more of that in the future, but right now, it may not be necessary. He is only in the yellow damage. Wilson is looking to get a leg back up on Pugsxyd, but Pugsxyd is just really strong in the anti-air department, preventing Wilson from getting his foot on the ground and feeling comfortable. Finally, Wilson gets back into the neutral game, and Pugsxyd's off stage, but he's taken a lot of damage. In the meantime, Pugsxyd's looking very strong. Got Wilson in the red. The dare's going to send Wilson flying. Can Pugsxyd get another one? The side air is going to do it, and he takes the set 2-0.
And Pugsxyd moves on. And that is going to be the end of STTP Wilson in the BCX 1v1s. Who does Pugsxyd potentially go up against?
I'm not
Because I don't know
yet.
if the match that leads into is